Okay, remember how I was also talking about in another video, and also I've just been saying this a lot, how the spiritual is becoming physical, right? And we used to see a lot of like the spiritual being physical in the Bible. There'd be just like random, crazy magical acts, like Jesus walking on water, like the burning bush, like the Immaculate Conception, just crazy shit. Spiritual becoming physical. That's also talking about, so as we ascend as incarnating beings and, get to this new level of understanding, but it's a different type of ascension because it's not like Lemuria where we're becoming more like translucent. Instead, we're expanding inward. So we're just gaining a greater sense of self and connection with each other and with our root being. It's kind of more like it's a more grounded ascension. It's kind of like a root chakra expansion. And because it's so heavily based in the divine feminine, that's why it's going to be really, I think we're going to have a better understanding of how to navigate this expansion in a way that is healthier, because the divine feminine, I'm just thinking about like the womb and epigenetics and expanding inward and creating universes from within you. And so instead of losing yourself, having to go outside of yourself, build on your environment, you're building within, and there's nothing wrong with building outside of yourself, which is how we've gotten to where we are. And we're in a beautiful place, but now it's time to try something new. Learn from our lessons, bring balance, bring the lessons of the divine masculine into this era of divine feminine. I'm sweating. It's also hot, hotter than I expected it to be. What was I gonna say? Fuck. I keep forgetting my thoughts. But we're expanding inward as we expand inward. What was I gonna say? We're learning more about how to connect with ourselves. Oh, right. So the spiritual becoming physical. So spirits, souls, are going to start to have physical bodies again. That's the big evolution in the spiritual realm that's going to be so important. And who knows what a physical body looks like for a spirit, for a soul. Because who knows what physical even means to a soul, right? Physical means something here on earth, because this is earth. So, it has a certain expression. Who knows what that means to a soul? And it probably also differs based off of where you're from, where your soul's from in the great wide universe, It might be different depending on what system you come from, whether you're born more dark or born more light, born more gray, born more whatever the fuck, I don't know all the things about everything in the universe, so, but I think that in our understanding of having a body, the souls are going to have a body. And that's going to be awesome, because as we're ascending, they're like descending. But it's a good thing, because they're becoming more grounded. They're taking the lessons of Earth, because Earth is becoming an ancestor, right? She's dying, and we're losing this expression of Earth in the physical, in the incarnating. But everyone knows, as all Earth beings do, once you die, you become an ancestor. So Earth is going to become an ancestor, and all of that knowledge and all of that wisdom and all of her energy is going to seep out into outer space, into the universe, into the spiritual realms, and Earth is going to be a great teacher of how to grow a body, how to create the physical mended with the spiritual in a healthy, abundant, beautiful way. And it's going, and the rest of the spiritual realm is going to learn from that and begin to become grounded and create bodies for themselves, reconnect with their bodies. And that is going to be awesome. And the important thing about this is that all of Earth's dark energy is also going to be spreading out into the universe and into other beings and helping them understand a more beautiful expression of darkness. And Earth is like divine feminine, right? Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. So she's about to be bringing all her teachings. It's going to be really, really cool. It's also going to be great because we're going to have like a huge advocate for us in the spiritual realm. How many times has Earth died? I don't know. I can think of like maybe the Ice Age as like kind of like a death, or what took out the dinosaurs. So there's like a death, then there was the water one, there was the end of Lemuria. I don't know. I'm thinking of like 3 times, but maybe it's been more than that. But anyways, that's how many Earth ancestors there are, like as a planet. But we're about to gain a new one, a new ancestor. And that's going to be really, really great. But that's also meaning that we're going to have this new Earth come, this baby Earth, that we're all going to be part of raising and having her remember. And we're going to become ancestors. So that's the other thing, because our experiences are about to fundamentally change as beings who are alive and survive the death and rebirth of Earth. Because those of us who survive and make it to the rebirth, and I'm not quite sure that we're there yet. I think we're still in the death energy. I mean, I really don't know. Maybe some people are there, maybe others of us aren't. Who knows? But I think that we're going to be in a really interesting space, because we're going to be like grandmas, like we're going to be like ancestors to New Earth, teaching her about her past life, but also kind of like teaching her about her mom, right? It's kind of like a mix, because like the Earth that is dying is almost like the mother dying in childbirth. And a part of a mother, a part of a woman, a part of a person who gives birth, part of a feminine, dies once they have their child, and that becomes an ancestor, and that ancestor of that woman guides them through the rest of their life, but they're not really alive anymore. And not every woman experiences that, not every person experiences that, because not everybody has kids. But if you do have kids through your body and go through pregnancy and labor, then you do experience that death. It's not, a competition. Doesn't mean you're better if you do experience it. It's just an option you have if you grow up in this type of body with a womb and things like that. It's a choice you get to have. You get to choose to have like an ancestor kind of walking with you that is you in this life. It's very cool, which is why women and the feminine is such a powerful experience, because even being able to have that option is pretty awesome. Though people who have sperm instead of a womb, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of ways that are more gender neutral, because gender doesn't exist, but people with more of the masculine expression also have their own forms of creating ancestors. They create many though, and it's in a different form, because theirs is kind of like through like losing sperm. That's what I'm thinking. So they create, but their ancestors then are different. It's not even like a human. Their ancestors are a lot more spiritual and a lot more liquidy. Theirs are like water. I don't know. I haven't even ever really gone into that thought processes, so you're hearing it like fresh in my brain, like a new thought. But yeah. So we're going to be walking with like our Earth ancestor, our Mother Earth ancestor, and also helping guide like this new Earth, understand and remember her past. And that's a gift, because it's so rare that you get to come in to your life, your new life, as an incarnating being and remember your past. Remember, that's what I've been saying. It's something that we deserve. Sorry, my lip keeps getting caught on my braces. But yeah, we don't get that very often. So the fact that we're going to be able to give this gift to Earth and have her remember who she was and be able to learn from her past, so that we don't make the same experiences we're going to be learning alongside her, and be in such intimate connection with the ancestor Earth, because obviously we're going to be grieving her and we're going to still be talking to her. We're going to really solidify her ancestry on Earth. and really be pulling in death energy and interacting with it constantly, because we're never going to forget this expression of earth. Even once the new one comes, who knows if we'll even remember. So we're also going to be really molding the fact that you are your ancestors, and that idea, and solidifying that here on earth, mostly probably unintentionally. But that's important, because here we go, not forgetting our ancestors. Good, we shouldn't. But we're also going to obviously recognize the changes, and so speak to the new earth as well. And who knows, maybe we'll even end up giving her a new name. But anyways, and maybe earth will tell us what she wants to name her, what she wants to be renamed. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah. So that's a gift, right? So earth is going to get to the new earth, whoever she is. We'll get to remember. Oh my God, sorry. Maybe the new earth will be more divine masculine. Who knows? I really don't know. And especially as we're moving into this space where we're like not acknowledging gender in the binary, and acknowledging gender expression and fluidity, and that it's a spectrum. Maybe we'll start to really flesh out the part of the divine masculine that is also a creator, and also a life giver, and a caretaker, right? And really expanding and fleshing that out, and stop and kind of evolve our understandings of like what feminine energy and masculine energy is, and realize that it's a lot more complicated than that, and that it can't be so binary, you know? I think we're just going to have like a lot of new, I think you're just going to have a lot of new expressions. It'll be really cool. I think it'll be really cool. But yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to say. So, bye. Oh,